I'm here at Asbury Point's main office in Warsaw, Kentucky. I'm here because one of my friends that live in here, she is an elderly woman. She is very sick. She's been dealing with a bunch of things that's wrong with the house. When they moved in 2016, they were told that the back door would be not duct taped anymore. They would replace it. The front door has a big gap on the inside, on the bottom, where water, when it rains, comes right through. They've also no air, no heat, because the air conditioning stopped working in February this year. The front porch is about to fall on one end of the porch. There's mold on the outside of the whole house. I will be showing you all of this. We have wrote many letters to them, called them, talked to them in person, and still nothing has been done. And when we went to court this month on the 23rd, we brought that up in front of the judge, and she never denied getting a call, a letter, or anything to her. We've even called corporate to talk to them. They will not return calls. They will not return letters or emails. So we're at our last step. We need help. She's been evicted, even though her rent had been paid back in May, all the way up till the end of July. And the lady is trying to say they owe late fees for the month of July, but the rent was paid in May for June and July. We have a check to prove it. We also have documentation to prove all these things. But yet again, we still got evicted because it's a month-to-month lease, but the judge would not even look at the mold and everything that was going on. How can seniors have to live in this and not have no issues to the landlords that do this to people? It is wrong, and you know it's wrong, so we're hoping that you will send this out and let everyone see this, because we need something done. This is the worst place to live. I will show you the mold on the outside, the mold on the inside. The refrigerator even quit working, and they were supposed to fix it. They bought food, and they got a fridge full of food that's went bad. I will even show you that. I'm going to show you what the truth is around this place. Now here's the house. I'm going to show you from the front around how bad the mold is, and the siding not being on the house properly, and everything else. This is the house. You can see the mold up at the top, and we're going to go around the side right here. There's mold right here. We got mold up here. See all this mold, and they're living in this. And the window units they had to buy just to be able to have air for the house. This is a broken window that happened back last month, where the wind had threw a stick out and hit the window, and they still haven't replaced it. We had to put duct tape on the window just to keep it together. The siding was coming off. See all this mold? And this ain't all of it. They have been in the hospital numerous of times about all this, and nothing has been done. Nothing. And it needs to be fixed. Elderly should not have to live in this. Neither should children or anyone else. See the mold coming from the roof? Look at this. There's mold even coming from the boxes down here. That's horrible. This is the air conditioner that don't even work. This is the back door. Look at it. Look at all that mold coming from the roof down. This is the back door that is duct taped shut. You know, duct taped, you can barely, you pull on it one good time, it's going to pop open. There's even mold here. And they live in this. They've been deathly sick. I've not even been in here that much, and I've already had to go to the hospital because I'm deadly sick. See, this is more mold. Here, I want to show you the really bad part. This is the back of the house. See all that mold? See it? Would you want to live in this? This is horrible. Here is mold. Now we're going to the front part of the house where there's mold. Even when you look up under these little things right here, you see the mold growing under it. There's mold all up there. All down here. And this is the vent for the kitchen oven hood. And look at all that mold around it. This is the front, the screen door they were supposed to replace, but never replaced it. So we had to sit it out on the floor because it kept beating up. Oh yeah, let's not forget the porch where they were supposed to fix it because it's leaning and about to fall. See how it's leaning? I'll even show you more. Here's the stairs to it. If you really look at it, there it's leaning really good. And if I get close enough to the door, you can see the big crack where the water can go through. Now this deck right here that's been made, we had to get paid. Somebody had to pay for it for the grandfather could come in and out of the house because the landlord wouldn't fix it for he could come up and down with a wheelchair. And then there's siding over here that is a part that they said they would fix and they haven't fixed. Now we're going to go in the house. So here we go. We're going into the house and we're going to show you everything in the house that's wrong. Even the linoleum was supposed to be replaced and it was not replaced. See, if you really look down here, you can see the gap down there where it was supposed to be fixed. This is the hallway where you go into the room that has the most mold that makes you so sick. I gotta show you this because if I don't, you won't believe me. Look at all this mold. It is black mold from hell. All in this room. And they lived in this for so long. They told them about the leak in the roof and the leak under the house, and they still have not fixed any of it. Their water bill is over $400 from this leak under the house, and they have not fixed it. See, it's already affecting me for just being in here this few little bit of seconds. There's another room, not as bad, but it has some places in it, just like this. And the smoke detectors, only this one in this room works. None of the other ones in the house works. In the bathroom, there's a leak by the tub and the toilet. Like right in here, you can see where it's coming up from the floor because it's been leaking and they won't fix it. Now, I gotta show you the back door. That's the kicker of all things. We're walking over to the back door. You gotta see how it's duct taped just to stay shut because there is no lock to lock it in. See the duct tape? It's bad. It is so bad. And then this piece of board right here won't even stay up. It keeps falling off, and they've told them numerous of times and it hasn't been fixed. So if you put that up there, it falls off on you and it hurts you. Not just that, I'll show you some papers that like their water bill right here. You can see down on it, it's $408.16 for the month of July. And when they were evicted this month, they got a bill for this coming month and dues of last month. But I don't see how they get that. But it's pretty funny if you look at this. Yes, I have the name blocked out because y'all don't need to know that. But if you look at the very top right here, it says the date it was generated was 7/23/19 and it's due the 1st of August. And it says right here, rent lot is $286. Home rent is $310. the balance is $874.00. But you can't owe something when the judge says, how do you owe? So, yeah, that don't work very well. And these right here are nothing but medical papers of all being sick, and there's more. It's just we don't have them all out. And then right here, if you look on the end of this bill, you can see where the bill has been paid and everything. And the judge even said the same thing. So it's just them trying to screw people over. And then right here, this is the company. This is the company that screws people over of how they're going to be treated. And on the 7/16, this Christine lady came in this house and told us that she was going to get a house for her, move her into it because the black mold was so bad that she didn't want her living in this anymore. The next day they send her eviction notice. How cruel is that? A senior, you're going to do that to her? With her grandkids living with her? That's pretty crappy. And then we wrote letters, and then she's saying that she was notified on 6/14 that they were not going to extend her lease anymore, but the rent was paid back in May 20th of this year, and in June they're saying they're not going to extend the lease? Wow. But we're paid all the way to July, the end of July, and they're kicking us out before the end of the month. How can you do that? How can you throw a senior citizen out the door and not even care when they're doing their best? They even had an inspection on 6/28 saying everything was fine. But now we've done damages to the house. How you do damages to the house when there is no damages other than what was here when you moved in? Oh, let's not forget to show you the refrigerator that went out and all the food that's in it. Here's the refrigerator. We had to put a lock on it because the seal wouldn't work right. Here's the fridge with all their food in it that's went bad within the last couple days. So, yeah, really look at this stuff because this is pretty cruel to do to somebody. So, it's up to y'all to spread the word. I've done everything I can do, so I'm hoping y'all will listen and spread it for me. Thank you very much.